Good afternoon. I'm Bob Gallagher, the mayor of the city of Bettendorf, Iowa. Today is Friday, May 15th, 2020. I'm sure by now you are all aware that Governor Kim Reynolds has relaxed some of the restrictions on our businesses, encouraging a slow and deliberate reopening of parts of our economy. Thank you to Governor Reynolds for your measured approach to reopening our economy. We really appreciate your efforts. In her proclamation, Governor Reynolds allows certain businesses to reopen. She continues to stress that those who are vulnerable stay home, and for the rest of us, ensure that we stay 6 feet apart and practice increased hygiene methods that the Iowa Department of Public Health has set forth for all of us. So let's talk about some of the certain businesses that are about to reopen at 5 o'clock today, and what the city is doing to help slowly, in a measured fashion, reopen our buildings. So we start with restaurants. Restaurants can now reopen to 50% capacity, allowing 6 individuals to sit at a table. All tables must be 6 feet apart. They also, like all of these other businesses that get an opportunity to reopen, they must practice social distancing of employees and customers and the increased hygiene practices set forth by the Department of Iowa Public Health. Fitness centers can reopen to 50% capacity. Machines need to be 6 feet apart. We have to continue to clean those machines and practice good hygiene methods. And group classes of 10 or less can take place so long as everybody is 6 feet apart. Malls can reopen to 50% capacity, but common seating areas, playgrounds, and food courts must remain closed. You can get carry-out food from restaurants in malls should that be available. Other retail establishments can open at 50% capacity, encouraging people to remain 6 feet apart and using those increased hygiene methods. Salons and barbershops can now open, so hopefully next week you'll see a different Mayor Gallagher with a haircut. 50% of capacity is the maximum, and the chairs must be 6 feet apart. We're aware that many salons and barbershops in our area are very excited to reopen. Some great friends of mine have been posting on social media and on the media, have been interviewed in the media, telling folks how ready they are with plexiglass and folks that are 6 feet apart. So we really appreciate their hard work in the planning stage. Medical spas, tanning facilities, massage therapy establishments, tattoo establishments, racetracks, libraries, drive-in theaters, and social and fraternal clubs can also reopen. They have to follow the guidance of the Iowa Department of Public Health. Racetracks cannot have anybody present to watch the races. Campgrounds were opened earlier this week. And our social and fraternal clubs can have meetings of 10 or less people in person, so long as they're social distance, 6 feet apart, and can serve meals in the same fashion as restaurants. In other words, no more than 6 people to a table, all tables 6 feet apart, and no salad bars or self-service areas. All meals must be plated, so no buffets or salad bars. There are some businesses that remain closed. Bars, theaters, casinos and gaming facilities, senior citizen centers, all amusement parks, museums, aquariums, zoos, skate rinks and skate parks, playgrounds, swimming pools, and door-to-door sales are still prohibited under this proclamation and order from the government. Mass gatherings are also prohibited, so we cannot continue or go back to social, community, recreational, leisure, or sporting gatherings of more than 10 people spaced 6 feet apart. There's an exception for our spiritual gatherings, which has been in effect for a while, but here in our community, the vast majority, if not all churches, still continue to meet via Zoom meeting or through in-car service. You can have people in cars in gatherings so long as there's no more than 10 people of a family in a car, and the cars are spaced 6 feet apart. So they're trying to continue with that social distancing theme. Farmers markets can now open, but only for food or food products. No entertainment or other things, no social gathering spaces for people to consume food or beverages. So the common seating portions of those gatherings is now prohibited and continues to be. As you know, non-elective or non-essential surgical procedures are also have been also ramped up in both of our hospital systems in the area, and that's a good thing for our doctors and nurses to get back to work. They will still have to keep 30% capacity for any surge of COVID-19, and they both systems have to have plans in place should a surge come to discontinue those elective surgeries. So everything seems to be working in the right direction, as we have done a great job of social distancing. We've seen our numbers reduce drastically in Scott County. Thank you all for heeding the warnings of the Iowa Public Health Department, as well as our local public health departments. So what does that mean for the city of Bettendorf? Well, we're making changes to open our city in a measured approach, just like the governor has taken. So first, let's talk about the community center. We plan to reopen the community center on Monday, May 18th. We'll go back to our regular business hours of 8 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. We'll be open for rentals of 10 or less people who will space 6 feet apart. We'll take some additional time in between those rentals to ensure that all rooms are very clean. Unfortunately, we will be able to accept no sports-related rentals in the community center at this time. Palmer Grill remains open. You can now eat inside and on the deck. Up to 6 people per table. Tables spaced 6 feet apart. The pergola is open for your seating as well, so long as you remain 6 feet apart. Unfortunately for you graduates, we are still not able to book any mass gatherings or parties. As we move to the Bettendorf Public Library, we'll open for our regular hours in that location as well, beginning May 18th. Those hours are 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Monday through Thursday, 9 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. on Saturday, and the library is not open on Sunday. We will continue our no-contact curbside pickup service. This is available Monday through Thursday from 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. and on Friday and Saturday from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. Additionally, we have waived the due dates on all materials until June 15th, 2020. So the due dates and fines will not be applied until after June 15th, 2020. Lastly, at the Bettendorf Life Fitness Center will also reopen Monday, May 18th. We'll do our regular hours at the fitness center from May 18th through the 26th, that being Monday through Friday, 5 a.m. to 9:30 p.m., Friday, 5 a.m. to 8 o'clock p.m., Saturday, 6 a.m. to 5 p.m., Sunday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. On May 26th, we will convert to our summer hours, which reduce hours on Saturday to 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. and on Sunday to 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. All the equipment is spaced 6 feet apart. We encourage all the users to wipe down the equipment. As always, when you're through, stay 6 feet apart so that we can all remain symptom-free. Fitness classes will also be offered to a limited number of 10 people spaced 6 feet apart. So, congratulations on doing all that you did to help to flatten the curve. All of your hard work and staying put has really helped this community to be able to open sooner than it would have, but for your efforts. So, until we meet again, please remember to stay 6 feet apart and symptom-free.